Why did Airbnb over traditional rentals and other side hustles with real estate?
So for me, like I said, it kind of just happened, but the Airbnb was a good idea because it was an opportunity to kind of have an asset that I can also make money off of, but doing something that I'm really passionate about. Like I love hosting and taking care of people and creating spaces for people to have a good time. So I had the property, moved out because I got married, found a lucrative way to keep it and do something that I enjoy. So a lot of ups and downs, but yeah, I love it.
Okay, well, while you on the ups and downs of Airbnb, let's talk about that. What's the good and the bad with Airbnb?
So a lot of goods with the Airbnb. Number one, the flexibility, right? So it's your property, right? You can utilize it for Airbnb, like for rentals. It's short-term rentals, so you don't really have the headache of being a landlord because landlords don't really have a lot of rights. In Chicago, tenants have a lot of rights. If that doesn't work out, it's kind of really hard to transition them out of your property, and it could be very costly. Whereas with the Airbnb, it has like multi purposes. You can rent it out. You get to control your calendar. So you have your dates that you rent it out where you're making money, but you also can utilize it for your own personal use. It's a way to curate spaces for people to use and do different events, meet people all over the world. Plus, it was just something I kind of wanted to dibble and dabble in, and because I had the space, I said, why not?
Yeah, it makes sense. Because I'm into the real estate, and you're right about them rentals. It'd be hard to get them out of there. They could be
Yes.
there probably 6, 8 months, and they not paying no rent,
Meanwhile, your mortgage still
and you
due.
still taking care of the overhead.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about some like what's the first thing people must research before trying to start an Airbnb? You think?
Mm. So I would say the first thing you want to look into is like whatever city or state you want, looking at the laws, what's allowed, what's not allowed, what fees you have to pay. Also checking out whatever area you're going to do an Airbnb in, seeing what those comps are in that area, and also not putting yourself in a box. Sometimes when people think about an Airbnb, they think about um, a space for just vacation, but Airbnb has so many purposes. Like I have families that have come to visit from the last family. They were from Spain. They came for the Chicago Marathon, and they are repeat visits. They were here last year for the Chicago Marathon from Spain, came back. I have people come for weddings, if they're here for, unfortunately, a funeral or graduation, baby showers. But then you also have families that's coming to vacation. And because I have a 4 bedroom, people, money is a thing, right? You want to have a good time. You want a safe space that's clean and welcoming. But sometimes hotels, can eat up the bill. So Airbnbs can be very conducive. Yeah.
It also gives you more of a home away from home feeling.